Okay, I want you to turn to problem number 5, and I'm going to walk you through this one. So after watching this video, all of your work for problem number 5 should be in your packet, and then you'll do the rest yourself. Okay? Ariel Plane is training for her pilot's license. The airplane instruction costs $105 per hour. Okay, so that's for instruction. And then the flight simulator costs $45 per hour. So let's see if we can maybe figure out our variables. There's two things happening here. There's instruction costs and flight simulator costs. I think I'm going to call this one F. And I don't know if I want to call this one I. Maybe I'll call it N. So my variables are going to be N and F. And N stands for instructor, and F is for the flight simulator. Okay, so I've got my two variables. The school requires students to spend 4 more hours in airplane instruction than in the simulator. 4 more hours in the airplane for real than in the simulator. That makes sense. Okay, I want my pilots to be in a real airplane more than the simulator. Okay, so what's more? The airplane is more. An airplane, I said, was going to be N. Okay, so if I take a look at N, since N is more, if I take N minus the flight simulator, N minus F, since that's more, how much more is that? And the answer is 4. Okay, so my first equation is going to be the N, the instruction, is more than the flight. Okay, now there's also another piece of information here. It says she can spend this much on training altogether. So she has, wow, it's a lot. She can spend that much on the instruction costs and the simulator cost. How much does N, how much does the instructor cost? 105. So 105 for every N, plus how much is a cost for the flight simulator? That costs 45. So 45 for the flight simulator, and that total has to be $3,870. Okay, so one of the equations is for the number of hours, and one of them is for the dollars. Okay, and now we have to solve this. We could do elimination or we could do substitution. Okay, I always tend to go with elimination. I see a plus and a minus here, so I'm going to multiply this entire top equation by a 45. Okay, so here's my new system. 45n minus 45f is equal to 45 times 4, 0 created 2, 180. And the second equation I'm going to leave exactly the way it is, because now we're getting all set up here for some elimination. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and combine these. Okay, when something eliminates, then we're good to go. Okay, so the f's are going to eliminate. 105 plus 45 makes a total of 150n. And then we're going to go ahead and add 3,870 and add that to 180 for a total of 4,050. Okay. Divide both sides by 150. So n is equal to 27 hours. 27 hours. Okay, and that's the n. Now we have to figure out how much is f, or how many hours can we spend in the flight simulator. So I'm going to substitute 27 right there into that n spot. So 27 minus f equals 4. If we subtract 27 from both sides, be careful here, that's a negative f is equal to negative 23. And when you divide both sides by -1, it cancels out to a positive. Okay, so I'm thinking 27 hours for, this is N, this is instruction. Okay, and then 23 hours in the simulator. Okay, let's see if we see one of those answers. 27 hours of instruction, 23 hours of simulation. There we go. Okay, so the answer to number 5 is A. Okay, and you should have all of this work right there in your packet. All right, it is now your job to work through the other problems during class. Okay, and I want you to finish these before the bell rings. Okay, good luck. You guys can do it.